Hello, everybody. Welcome to Real Thoughts with Bob Benham. I am your host, Bob Benham, and what a way to start this new podcast off. Here we are with all kinds of things going on, and all I can say is it's pure insanity. And I don't know what else to call it. We have a second attempt on a former president's life. And what else can you say about that? I mean, here we go. We have a political party that all they do is speak about the former president being and wanting to be a dictator. On day one, they talk about him being a threat to democracy, um, and being Adolf Hitler, and I mean, being a fascist, and just all this crazy stuff. And it's what a crazy, the unbelievable what they're saying. And it couldn't be any more untrue than what it is. Um, you want to talk about projection and just if there was one thing that's true out of all this, it is the fact that that party is speaking truth and the fact that that's exactly what they want to do. Um, all you have to do is watch and see what they are doing and how they are doing it in turning the government into that, and how they are grasping at the power that they want, and they're trying to get to make it happen. Um, I mean, they're literally turning it everything socialist and uh, into like communist rule. Um, they're literally making uh, the rich richer and the poor poorer, so that way those of us that are middle class everyday Americans, um, more dependent on the government. And they're doing it through all these mandates. And a perfect example is through this electric vehicle mandate. Uh, Once that's in place, they're going to control how far you can drive. Um, they're going to be able to do it through how much electricity you can buy to charge that vehicle, so that way it controls the distance that you can drive. Um, and with gasoline, you can drive however far you want. There's no limit. Um, there's just so much going on behind the scenes that we really have to take care and and understand what they're trying to pull behind the scenes. And there's just a lot of it. And there's it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then you go back to like when was said to start at the start. Here we have the second attempt at the former president's life in 2 months. I can't think of another assassination attempt on a president's life since going back to President Reagan back in 1980. Um, so that's going back a long time. And I was 13 years old at the time. So we're talking quite a while ago. Um, and so that's about 45 years ago almost. Because I'm 58, and that's totally unacceptable that we've gone 45 years without one, and now we've had two in 2 months. Um, the rhetoric of the Democrat Party, which I like to call the Communist Socialist Party because that's what they are. There's no denying that fact. Um, th- th- I mean, there's just not any way to deny that fact. If anybody knows their history and remembers the Soviet Union and can recall, well, just all they have to do is look at what China is, um, and look at Venezuela and Cuba and how those countries are. That's what's coming here. It's on the way. We're on the doorstep. All it will take is the outcome of this next election, and we're there. We are there. So uh, I hate I hate to put it like that. And I started this podcast and wanted to start this podcast um, to talk about not only what's going on in the world today and what's going on in our country today, um, but I wanted to get talk about other subjects and talk about uh, uh, mental health issues because there's a lot of mental health issues going on. Um, I wanted to talk about our food, what's going on with the food that we're eating, the fact that it's just literally crap that we're eating, um, and the fact that the amount of chemicals and poison we're putting in our bodies with food, with going to the doctor, and every time you go to the doctor, they're handing you a prescription. Oh, you need to take this for whatever. No, we don't need to be taking all these drugs. The amount of drugs we're taking and poisons we're taking is insane. Um, and there's no way that you can tell me that all of this is good for us. No way you can tell me that. Um, it's I'm not a scientist. I am not an expert. I am not, I mean, all I have is a high school education. Well, I got 1 year of college, and that's, excuse me, that is a solid year of college. I've had other courses, I've gone through other things, but on other classes, but I've had one solid year of college. Um, so that's my educational background. But from what I have read over the years, um, and I mean things that you pick up, read, listen to people. uh, all that stuff. Um, you learn, and so I mean, I'm basing things off of that. So I'm not going to say I'm right. I'm not going to say I'm wrong. I'm just giving you thoughts and just from what I've seen, based off of what I've seen. Um, I'm not going to sit here and debate. Well, this study says this and this study says that, because there's a study that will be for and against all day long, because that's how the system's geared. You're going to have a study that says, well, uh, this tells you that this is good for you. Meanwhile, over here it says, no, it's bad for you. Well, of course, you're going to have a study for each side, because there's always going to be funding that says it for each side. You can't have one without the other. That's, that's just how it is. Um, you're trying to sell a product, so you're going to have the study that says, yeah, see, it's good for you. And then you're going to have the other side saying, oh no, you can't have, this is not good for you, because it's destroying your body, it's doing this. It's, folks, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And that's why you can't, when I talk about uh, the foods that we eat, the drugs that we're taking in our bodies, the poisoning we're doing to ourselves, nobody has any idea how any of this stuff is affecting us. So, it's the insanity going on in the world. We're our own worst enemy. I mean, the human race is, we think we're smart. We think we can just, I mean, that we're just smarter than anything, and that we can outsmart ourselves and outsmart nature and outsmart God and outsmart whatever. And please, we can't. We just can't do it. Uh, and we can't outsmart Mother Nature. The Earth has been here for billions of years. Humans have been here 100,000, maybe 200,000 years out of billions. Um, let's see. That's such a small portion, and we could be gone tomorrow. The way things are going, you we who knows? I mean, we're killing ourselves so fast with all this stupid stuff we're doing. Um, it's crazy. But anyway, um, there's a lot of things that this podcast is going to be about. Um, some of the other subjects that I would like to talk about, and it will come down to I'm a huge fan of hockey, so we'll be talking about hockey. Um, I'm also a huge fan of NASCAR, so we'll be discussing some of the things going on with NASCAR. And I have been a NASCAR fan going back many, 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 many years. We're talking back to the late 80s. Actually, going back to the 70s, because my dad used to race back then. Not NASCAR, but he raced local tracks. So that's how I got involved in becoming a racing fan and things like that. So um, that will be the gist of what we're going to be talking about, uh, plus other things that come up. If I see something that pops up on the internet, a news story or something that piques my interest through either through the um, national park system or something, because I love uh, Yellowstone and the Canyonlands and all those parks out west and things like that. Anything that pops up there, we might discuss that because I might give a point about going out there and checking things out. Um, if we do, I'll talk about it. It's open, basically open season on what we talk about. So with that, hopefully you'll tune in and check out what's going on, and I would appreciate it. And with that, we will talk to you soon, and I hope everybody has a great day. And until the next time, we'll talk to you later. And God bless everybody, and God bless the United States of America. Take care.